potential in this area, not only in the science front with really esteemed institutions, but of business, of potential to really take discoveries in the laboratory and transition them into a test, a product, a service, something that actually makes a tangible benefit in somebody's sickness or somebody's life. I'm John Wilson. I founded this, and with the help of many volunteers and some generous sponsors. These guys are essential. So please make sure to chat with the sponsors. And at this point, I'm going to hand it over to Mike Montgomery. Please give Mike a hand. He's the one who organized this event. And all of the NYC bio volunteers, without them, this would be nothing. Mike, please.
So why don't we welcome our distinguished panelists and moderator to the stage. We'll start with Dr. Michael Braxton-Thaler. He's from Roche, and he's also the president. From Dr. David Thompson from Boehringer Ingelheim. She's the site head of Pfizer's CTI in New York, and Lisa Roberts from IBM's Watson Group Life Sciences.
CTI stands for Centers for Therapeutic Innovation, and it's really about collaboration with academia to build the relationship between academic medical centers and science that will lead to translational questions. So the concept is, how can you answer a question in a clinical trial as quickly as possible? So we want to really focus on novel mechanisms and understand if those mechanisms will impact disease as quickly as possible in humans. And the best way to get there is to marry what industry does really well with what academia does really well, which is develop drugs with basic science and ensure that we are looking at patient samples and understanding what's happening in the patients as we move toward the clinic. So it's really about a collaborative opportunity.
Right, so one way that you can think about crowdsourcing is just the dimension of interest perhaps is how closely coupled the network that's happening to solve a problem is to your organization. Right, so at one end we have Transmart, and the Historia Alliance, where people from organizations are actually taken out, abstracted from their organizations and put within a context independent of the organization.
Okay, so the question is, the challenges are technical in nature. How do you recruit the right network?
I think having an understanding of the different, it's an entrepreneurial opportunity, right? And if there's a market gap, someone's filling that market gap. So really, you are looking for the people that are filling that market gap in the area that you seem to have a problem, right? So if you have a math problem, which is the community you engage. Well, it turns out actually Incentive has done a pretty reasonable job of engaging lots of people from lots of walks of life to address lots of problems. So along their little chart showing their offerings, there are people who will help you optimize problems that are more mathematical in nature. There are people who will help you optimize process problems. There's people who will help you optimize whatever kind of problem you want, right? Now for us, we knew that the problem we would frame as a machine learning problem, so we went to a machine learning community. I think we had 75,000 people, all of whom had an interest in skills, and that's an entree to the data science side. And then there's a whole bunch of communities that have problems that are just looking for smart people like you.
Those kinds of open-mindedness to new ideas and new ways of doing things is what's going to get us there.
And really all down the line, it was truly an honor. And thank you all very much for coming.